Hi everyone, so welcome back to Generative Mind AI. So in the previous video we have discussed about the MLOps, the introduction to the MLOps, the definition of MLOps and why most of the organization is going towards the MLOps for their projects, for whatever they are building the applications, and what's the benefit and key points of MLOps. With this all thing I hope so you have just gone through for the previous project, previous video. So for this video we are going to set up a AWS account, and that is using we will use a extra one layer security. We'll add a one layer of security that we call as a multi-factor authentication MFA. How we are able to add this thing, so we are going to discuss in this video. And the third thing also, we will just set a alarm system. So we'll set one alarm system in the root user, so whether it is going to exceed more than $10, $100, it is automatic alarm system is going to be trigger. It will give you notification in your mail address. Okay, so you already cross some limited whatever the threshold value you have set up for your account. Clear? So what's the multi-factor authentication? MFA adds basically additional layer of protection beyond just a username and the password, because whenever you are going to create a AWS account, you are going to provide the username and you are going to provide the password, and whenever you are able to sign in, and then after you will access to the AWS account easily. But you want to add an extra layer of security where that is basically authenticator app we are going to use. How you can link that authenticator app to this AWS? So once you have username and password, as well as you need to provide a 6-digit authenticator code that will present in your mobile device, or whether it is going to be in your you can install even in your system. So from then, whenever you are able to give all this thing in the correct details, then you are able to access your AWS account. And that's why it's going to be have an extra layer of security is important, because you whenever you will just sign up, you need to provide your card details, because whenever you are using any AWS resources, everything is going to be billable. So whether you are going to train your model, or for the say you are using a SageMaker, you are using something large machine, and for the EC2 you are going to use again some large machine. So you various resources will have some amounts per hour cost. Okay, so this thing we'll just see in the later on. And the third thing is basically why I'm using AWS. You can use anything, you can use any cloud services, you can use Google Cloud Services, or you can use a Microsoft, that is Azure based, or you can go with the AWS services, Amazon basically. So I prefer AWS because I have worked more towards the AWS, and it is going to be really easy for us to grow and create a pipelines. Okay, so now let's start, and let's start how we are able to sign in into a AWS account. So first of all, whenever you will be the first time you are going to create your account, you can go easily aws.amazon.com, and then after you have to give the /free. You will enter into dashboard, and where in the dashboard basically you will have all the setup, like basic you need to just provide the you need to provide you the username, you need to provide the password. It is going to be appeared like this. You if you are going to sign up for the first time, you need to verify your email address, that is the root, whatever the root username you are going to give, and then after you have to give the account, whatever the account name you have. Or I already created this AWS account, so I don't need to create again and again. I'll just guide you how we are going to do this all thing in much details. And see, this is going to be account, then you can go and create account, and finally you have this one. So in the next step is basically once you are able to verify this thing, it is going to come up with the setting of the password. So once you are able to again set up the password, the third step is basically will be your the payment step. So payment detail will be basically, it is going to ask you the card details. So either it is going to be your debit card or the credit card, whichever the method you want to need. Basically they want this your card details, so that you can't use an unlimited resource which is going to provide by the AWS. There are certain things that is already free. If that micro or any microservices, it is going to be free for the certain limited time. But if you are going to utilize more resources of the AWS without any cost, so it might be worried for that company, that is AWS. So they are just going to they are going to set up whatever the services you are going to use. They are going to give you the billable account, that if you are going to use this SageMaker account or the EC2 machine account, you need to pay this amount. Okay, this all thing again we'll discuss. And again, you can even set up your alarm system, like you don't want to cross with certain value, you have this much only limitation, like $100, $1,000, and you are training a large model, and if it is going to cross more than that, how you can set up the alarm system, because you don't want to visit again and again and see what's the cost till now, what the cost till now. So this all thing again we are going to see in this video. So the thing is that once you are able to sign up in this account, you can go easily and log out from there and come back again. So I'm already in the account, so I need to just log out for now. Let's see what's going to become. So I'm going to sign in. Okay, so now again I will say you one thing more. Whenever you are going to sign in the console, you will have two things. You will have either you can sign up with sign in with the help of username, that is a root user, or you can even sign in with the help of what we say, that is a IAM user. Okay, so I think mine, let me switch to the Wi-Fi. It's going to be really slow. Oh, just give me one moment time. Okay, so once it is going to appear, so it is going to be you need to provide two things. Either you need to provide the username, that is basically login back I'm going to do. So it's not appearing. Yeah, let's check. Yeah, this is what I was just talking about. So it's basically the root user and IMA user. IMA user I will cover in the next video in much detail, how we are able to set up the IMA user, what's the importance of using IAM user. And this is basically a root user, whichever you have provided the username, that is the email address here, it is going to come up. That same username you have to provide here, that is a root user email address. Once you are able to have, second thing is basically you need to give something like security check. So it's going to be H8XBRP. Okay, go with the next. You need to provide the password, go with the next, and then after MFA. So whenever you are going to log in for the first time, because whenever you have created the accounts and you are coming back and log out and again you are going to sign in to your accounts, you won't see this thing multi-factor authentication, because you did not, till now you did not set up for your account for the root user. Okay, I will help you how we are able to set up this thing in the accounts. For me it is already set up and I'm using the application that we call is a multi-factor authentication. So with the help of multi-factor authentication app, I am able to give an extra security layer for my account, so that no one can access easily, because all the payment services I have provided. Even I'm just going to say you also, you don't have to give anyone a username and a password, because that is a payment method. It has been there for you. It might be it cross some limited, so it's like unlimited access you can just take, and finally you will have this much of billable account. You need to pay for that. So I hope so you have to use really careful, and you have to set up all the alarm system. But you have to set everything in the threshold value. You don't have to use an extra resources, and this all thing you need to manage, and each and everything I'm going to guide you how we can just set up this thing. So once we are able to see this thing, I need to just give the 6-digit multi code that is available in your mobile device. So I'm using authenticator app in my mobile device. So once I am just able to give my 6-digit password codes, it is going to come in the dashboard that we call as a console home. Okay, so this, for the first time, whenever you are going to open this one console home, it might be appear something like this is going to be AWS setup. This is how you are going to see each and everything. For me, for now, I need to just guide you first thing, like how we can set up the AWS, that is a multi-factor authentication for your account. Okay, so for that I'm just going to go with the IAM. Okay, I'm to go with the IAMs. Yeah, let's open this one. Yeah, so once you will open this one, you will see I already created my IAM user. So I will let you know how you can create. And this thing I will just talk you about the IAM dashboard, IAM username, why we are creating IAM roles. But once we already have all the access from the root user that we call as admin. So why we are creating a multiple IAM roles. So I will explain you this thing in the next video. We need to only set up the multi-factor authentication. Once you are able to go with the IAM, you have to go by my security credential. In the my security credential, you will see assign MFA device, or there will be option of add MFA device. You go and add as a device. You will have three things. Either you can go with the authenticator app. So for authenticator app, you can use any type like duo code or something. Authenticator, this is already provided by the Microsoft. Either you can go with the security key. I'm not preferring this one. Even I'm not preferring this one. Hardware OTP tokens. I'm going to use this authenticator app. It's going to be really easy. Just you need to install either in your system or either in your mobile devices. From there you can connect with your own AWS account. You need to provide your username, not a username. You need to give a device name. You can give anything, whatever, in which device you are going to use. Suppose if I'm just going to give my device name something like iPhone or whatever I'm just writing, so for now, and then after I'm going to give you the next. So here you will have three things. So you need to install that application in your mobile or in your system, like Google Authenticator. This is what I'm going to use now. You can use any one. It is available easily in the Play Store, or whether it is for the app store. Okay, so then after second step is basically, once you are able to install that app, you need to, what you need to do, you need to go and finally add this one account. So for that you can say, it's going to be your the personal account, and then after you can go and scan the QR codes. Once you are able to scan the QR code, basically you will have 6-digit code, MFA code. So once you are able to log in with that AWS web services, what is going to sync up with whatever the you have downloaded the authenticator app. So in that authenticator app, whenever you are going to open that one, so basically it is going to appear like one time password code. So you will have to enter two times. Like the first time, after every 30 seconds it is going to be changed. So for the first time just setting 230476, and the second MFA code again after 30 seconds it is going to come, and again you need to just write for now. So once you are able to do these things, you will able to create a set up the devices. So I will let you know, like again after 30 seconds it has been pop up, and like I'm just writing again 6-digit code and add MFA, multi-factor authentication. So you will able to see I have added two things. Like I have added more, like before 1 month I have able to add one thing, and the second thing just now I am added. So basically this thing how we are able to save the multi-factor authentication. Now what you have to just do, you can go and log out, and whenever you are going to log out, and again you have to give the you just sign in with the console, and then after you give the username, whatever you have the email addresses, and then after password. So then after, now they will ask you have to provide the MFA code, that whichever we have login. So you have already seen that we need to provide the MFA code, and that is basically a 6-digit code you need to provide. That is going to be only one time, and once you are able to provide and that is going to be correct, it is going to sign in your AWS. Okay, so this is how you can set up the Amazon Web Service multi-factor authentication. That is, you are adding a one extra layer of security so that no one can easily access your account with the username and the password, because you have provided the account details, either it's a debit card or credit card. So it might be someone misuses the number of services provided by the AWS. It might be cross some limited, so be careful in this. So I already have set up this thing in this basically AWS account. And the third thing is basically we'll see about the billing. Okay, billing, again this is the basically dashboard where you can see how much account, how many resources you have used, how many services have been activated till now, like total number of active services too. For now it's going to be really basic account for me. I'm just using this account only for the teaching purpose. It might be whenever you are training your system, or whether you are going for the deployment phase, or whether you are going for the testing thing, you will have number of activity, like active services will be there, and total number of active service in that region. You will have different type of region. Again I'll explain you in much details about the regions. Okay, so now you need to set up the alarm system. Like alarm system, you are going to see like start tracking your AWS cost and usage. So you can create a budget. So if if your budget is not more than $10, for now I'm just saying, mostly for the learning purpose, so you can just set around $1, $2, or whatever you have, not maximum more than $10. You need to utilize for the whole courses. And once you are able to set up this account, like create a budget, you have to go and create budget. You can use as it is default, that is a user template, and you can say zero spend budget. So like it's going to be really low, less than $1, or like 0.01. You don't have to specify. And I'm just setting my zero spend budget, whatever you can say like zero budget. Okay. Okay. And then after email address, you need to provide like in which email address you need to I'm just writing okay. I'm going to provide, please give me like whenever you are going to use an extra resources, and if it is going to cross more than, or even if it is going to reach more than $0.01, it is going to give you the notification in your email address that you have used more than this amount and whatever you have. Okay. And then after, this is how you are able to create a billings. And then after, you can just create a budget. So this budget is basically a zero budget, I can say, and you have budget of $1 only. So if it is going to exceed more than $1, it is going to give you notification in your email address that you have crossed your budget, whatever you have budget. So for the learning purpose, I think you can set a like one budget, even it is not going to cross for now. So that's all for this videos. I hope so you are able to signing in your AWS account. I hope so you are able to access all the services in the AWS account. So in the next video, we are going to see about IAM user, what is the importance of IAM user in much details. For this video, I hope so it is going to be really clear. So see you in the next video. Thank you.